Hi gamers, it's Kristin, and I wanted to share my 2018 use up plan with you guys. So 2017, I had a plan, it didn't work well for me. I wouldn't say I fell off the wagon because I still used up plenty of products. I just didn't keep track of anything. And a lot of that was job change, move, that sort of thing. So this year I decided I would try to use up 18 products in 2018. I asked on a live, people didn't think that was too lame, so that's what we're gonna do. So I started my list, and I will tell you, I was going to pick 18 products, and then I decided that didn't really make a lot of sense, that I would kind of make a list of things that I wanted to be using up, and then as things fell off that list and were used up, then I would add something else. That way I didn't have like 5 black eyeliners on here. I only end up using 2, but I used up a powder foundation and then didn't pick another powder, you know what I mean? So I will kind of just keep picking things. As I use things up, I will pick something else. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know that I will get through 18 products because I've picked makeup products. I don't have, except for one spray, I don't have anything else on here. So I may add some more things on here as I go, we'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I have to get my little cord for my camera out of the way so I don't knock anything over. So I have picked the Bobbi Brown foundation. That's the first thing that I've picked to use. You can't see how much is in here. I'm gonna guess there's about this much-ish, something like that, because you have to shake this one. I don't know if you have to, but I always do. Anyway, I really like this. I'm in the shade Sand 2. I pulled it out to see if I liked it, and I fell in love with it when I was using it on a live. Fell in love with it all over again. I was like, yes, that is one that I will pick and use. I have lots of foundations. It's been a while since I've purchased a foundation. I've had some sent to me, but I'm really trying to use up what I've got before I buy anymore. I'm trying very hard to use things up. So these are in no particular order. Like there might be a foundation later down here as well, so I'm just going to show you what I've got. So then I pulled a powder foundation that I've had in my collection for a very long time. Haven't even started using it. I know I like this one because it was a backup. And this is the Burberry Trench. Is that what it's called? Burberry Sheer Foundation in Trench 01. So I will use this. It smells so good. If you don't like fragrance things, you won't like this. But I loved this. I've used up one of these already. And this is a backup that I have that I will be using up. And then next is another powder foundation that I will also be using up because I've hit pan on it. So I'm sure that I'll want to repurchase it, but I'm going to hold off. Either that or I'm going to de-stash, one or the other. But currently right now, these are the 2 powder foundations I'm going to work through. I love this. This was in my, I don't know when you guys are seeing this. I'm filming this literally minutes after I filmed my face favorites, and this was in my face favorites, but I want to use that, get that used up because A, I like it, and B, it's already showing pan, so it's helpful if you have a few things that are showing pan. So the next thing I have on here is the Essence Black Liner. I actually have it over in my pile over here. You can't see it, but it's over there for my eye favorites. But it's one that I've started working on, so I'm going to. You know what though? Let's just have a mid change here. I'm gonna change this right on the fly, just so you guys, because I love the Essence Black Mascara. That's not going to be hard for me to use. So I have this Julep one that I've been working on for a while. I don't love this one, but that's the one that's going to be a challenge to use up. So I'm gonna cross off Essence and I'm gonna put Julep Black. I don't like to do that. That drives me crazy. I'd rather white out, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I'm going to use the Julep one. And aside from when I need to line my lower waterline, in that case, then I will use the Essence one. But anyway, I'll always have that one in my collection. Okay, so for brown, currently I'm going to work on using up the Tarte Moonstone brown eyeliner. I need to go through my eyeliners because I'm quite certain that more than half of those are years and years old, and they just need to be de-stashed out of my collection. But anyway, so for brown, I'm going to use the Moonstone. I have those are the 2 that I have picked out, and then I have to grab it out of here. I have this little bitty one that I've been working on for quite some time from Tarte, and also it's in purple something. I think it was purple Haze maybe. So I'm going to work on using up that one as well. Okay, so I wanted to pick a lip thing, and I know that this has been in my collection for some time, and I don't want it to go bad because it is really pretty, and I'm wearing it today. It's the Fresh Sugar Nude. It's a lip balm, I'd say. It's a balm, but with some really nice color to it. So I'm going to be working on using up that. I'm going to keep that right here where I can see it. And then this one might be a little bit of a cheat because there's not much left of it, but listen, like I said, you have to pick some things that are showing pan, and this is kind of showing pan. So this is the Goof Proof Benefit Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil, and that is all that there's left of it. I know it's cheating, but listen, I am going to use it up in 2018, and you have to have something to get yourself motivated. So, all right, I have the Winky Lux on here, and I have a question mark. And the reason I have a question mark is I do really like this. You can tell. I mean, I've used it, but you don't have to use very much of this. This is how much I have left of it. It is very dark. So I am going to either, if I decide that this is too dark and I just can't work through it, especially with my hair color, then I will probably, it doesn't look nice enough for me to pass it off to somebody, so I will destash it or something. But I'm going to make a decision, and if I decide to not use this, I'll replace that line item, which is line item number 9, with something different. But I did put that on there with a question mark. We'll see if I can work through it by just, you know, being very light in application. I'm not sure that that's going to work because it's a pretty dark shade, but we'll see. Then number 10 on here is the Caudalie Grape Water. I do like this. I've had it forever and I frequently forget to use it. So I am just going to, I'm trying to, it's hard for me to, I'm going to guess there's about this much in there by where it's shaking. I may even keep this in my office over there, and because it's so dry, this will be helpful for me to use on a regular basis and for me to be thinking about it and using it. Otherwise it just sits there. I have lots of setting sprays and that sort of thing, and this is just a little bit different. It's just a soothing and a moisturizing, not a setting spray, so I pulled that out to use. And then lastly, I have some samples of this Peaches and Cream, the Too Faced Peaches and Cream foundation in the shade Snow. And what's funny is that one of them, this is interesting actually, one of them I had out of this package, and one of them I left in the packet, in this little bag, and they look like they're 2 different shades, even though they're not. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but this one looks darker than this one now. So that's interesting. Huh. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to use those up. That's my plan. I'm going to use those up. So I just feel like when you get samples, I rarely, when I check out at Sephora, particularly online, I never say yes to samples. I don't say yes to samples at Ulta. A few years back, I went through all of my samples, used them all up because I was just collecting them. I was like hoarding samples, and I just feel like I never used them. So I used them all up, and I kind of told myself that I wasn't going to get them anymore because they're just collecting space. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I have 11 items currently on my list that I'm going to be working through. I'll do updates quarterly like I've done before. I feel like that helps keep me accountable to using my products, and you guys really like to see my progress. So yeah, that's what's going on for my 2018 use up. My goal is to use up 18 products, and some of them are going to be easier than others. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are doing some kind of a use up program, or you know, there's a lot of panning things out there, I would love to know what you guys are using, or what you guys are planning on doing, I should say, to use up your products. Let me know below. I would love to see that. And I think that that is everything. So on my face today, I was wearing this already in my favorites, so I will list that below for you. But on my eyes, which is usually the thing people are most curious about, I have the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.